Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Look, still not much movement on Crawford and Spence. There's all kind of rumors going on out there about what Crawford is going to do. Nobody knows what he's going to do, okay? Who is he going to sign with? What's going to happen? See, the thing is, to get the fight over the line, at this point, doesn't matter who Crawford signs with. I don't care if he signs with Death Row Records, as long as they get the damn Spence fight done. Because the longer it takes to sort things out, for these guys to start getting these conversations going, it's more of a chance of the fight not happening. I had some dialogue this morning with some guys, and they're right, man. Spence, whatever he says, he kind of sticks to that. And when Spence is saying if he can't make the Crawford fight, he's gonna move up to 154, I believe that. And he said, don't blame him if he can't get the fight for the undisputed distinction between he and Crawford off the ground. You can't blame Earl Spence, and I believe that. And I think with Crawford, with the lawsuit with Top Rank ongoing, and him and boxing promoters not really wanting to deal with him. You see, it's not just that Crawford doesn't put butts in seats, as some people say, or feel that they'll lose money with Crawford, or they feel that he doesn't want to work on improving his marketability and raising his profile. It's not just that, okay? Those factors come into play when you look at signing someone, okay? And I get it. But I really think this lawsuit that he has with Top Rank is something some people other promoters don't want to come and get mixed up in. They want to sit there and rather have a clean slate. All the issues are resolved. You got a clean slate, and you have something you can work with and build on, opposed to adopting all these unnecessary headaches and distractions, because that's what Terrence Crawford brings. Forget the fact about him as a boxer, okay? We're not talking about that. The consensus is Terrence Crawford is a bad man, maybe pound for pound, the best boxer right now, okay? So I've said it. Don't get in the comments, start trying to blast me. Let's just sit that aside. Terrence Crawford brings a lot of problems to a promoter, okay? And in addition to the aforementioned, we just have to underscore, going forward, who wants to deal with something that there's no timetable on a resolution? So with Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, I'm telling you people, don't expect to see anything develop with these guys. Now, the only way I could see something really developing is if what's his name? Earl Spence really starts getting in the media, really starts getting vocal, really starts putting pressure on Crawford. And I think that would force Crawford's hand to try to sort things out, because Crawford wants to fight Spence. Spence wants to fight Crawford. But if Crawford isn't really signed to anybody, then what can he do? We keep talking about Earl Spence being his own man and not needing a promoter. Look, I'm going to do another video of this. I don't care what you think. Al Heyman, yeah, the hat he wears is advisor. Al Heyman is a promoter as well as a manager. He just wears this advisor title to mask all that because of the Muhammad Ali Act out there, where you can't be the manager and promoter. It's a conflict of interest. You gotta pay attention, okay? I don't care what anyone says. When he's out there with PBC, the Premier Broadcasting Champions, whatever the hell the network's called, man, he's promoting fighters. When he's over there making deals to have PBC over there throughout Europe, it's to promote fighters. He is a promoter. He was a promoter before he became into boxing. Some of the biggest acts in music. He is a promoter, people. Come over to boxing, realize, can't wear the title of promoter as well as managing these guys. What can I call myself? He's a brilliant man. I'm an advisor. That way he can still promote, manage, and do anything he wants under the title advisor. Okay? So let's get beyond that. But as far as Earl Spence saying he doesn't need Al Haymon is very much involved. That's why Earl Spence is always thinking Al. And Terrence Crawford needs to sort it out real quick because I can't see Terrence Crawford going back to Top Rank. You know, when I see these videos floating around out here that Terrence Crawford's going to go back to Top Rank, yo man, just hold your horses, right? How in the hell is he going to even go back to Top Rank? You know, I get business is business. Bob Arum knows Terrence Crawford well. But Terrence Crawford doesn't strike me as a guy that'll go back to Top Rank after everything that has happened. Business is business. I get it. If Top Rank weighs $25 million in front of him, which I doubt it. So, because the amount of money they said he lost, I mean, Bud's profile still hasn't improved. If he fights Crawford and if he fights Spence and clips Spence and knocks Spence out, his Crawford, it's through the roof. His profile's through the roof. But it still doesn't make him a draw. It just raises his profile, but still doesn't make him a draw. You know, so, it will improve some, but it doesn't make him a Mayweather. Okay, it doesn't make him a De La Hoya. All right? These are just the facts. So going forward, I said it before, I'll say it again. Terrence Crawford has to sort out this whole thing with his lawsuit. Who's going to be his promoter? You know, we know Earl Spence is going to go up to 154. He's killing himself. Although he had a nutritionist for this last camp, I don't care, man. He's killing himself to stay at 147. That's just crazy. I remember walking around at 200 pounds and cutting down to 160. And I remember at this one amateur bout I had, the coach was like, the ultimate goal is to get you down to 154. And I looked at this guy like he was retarded, man. And no offense to anybody, you know, maybe I could have chosen my words a little better. I looked at him like he was foolish. Okay? How the hell am I going to go from, 205 at the time down to 154 pounds, and then was talking about possibly 147? Let me tell you, as soon as I ate a bowl of cereal the next day, man, I went from 160 to like 175. So, and drank water. That weight just took off. So, when we're talking about these guys who are killing themselves to get down to 147, even 154 is a stretch. Really, they should be around 160. Really, probably 168. But, it takes a lot of discipline to get down and get your weight down there just for the moment in time to get your weight in and then go into the bout. But Terrence Crawford got to figure it out, man. It's talking about if no Spence fighting Jamel. Look, there's no guarantee on that fight happening, man. And it sucks for Terrence Crawford. He has a lawsuit with Top Rank close in the area of $10 million. $10 million. And Bob Arum just sees this as something that's just an indefensible attack on him and basically a money grab, an extortion, is how Bob Arum is describing it. But something's gonna come out of it. Bob's taking it to court, so he's not just settling out of court, because Bob thinks that his claims are frivolous, unfair, and vile. So I think Terrence Crawford makes a decent case, but Bob Arum is smart, man. Bob Arum's been doing things for a long time. Although he pays consultation fees to people about boxing, even though he doesn't need to. Bob Arum's still a smart guy. But sad to see. So, look, if you really want to see the fight happen, I think Death Row Records is who Terrence Crawford needs to sign to. Get him on Death Row Records. You got Snoop over there running it now. Suge Knight is still in jail. He's not the same Suge he once was. But matter of fact, if Suge Knight was in boxing, man, you know how many fights would have been made? You know how many fights would have been fixed? But that's what needs to happen, man. Terrence Crawford needs to get on Death Row Records because they're looking for talent. Because nobody else wants to sign him in the boxing world. Hell, you should even holler at Jay Prince, but Jay Prince may not want nothing to do with him. Get with Death Row Records. Snoop right now looks like he may be interested in putting some new talent on the label. And that's the only way y'all gonna see this fight happen, man. Because right now, I'm telling you, it's too many pitfalls. There really are too many pitfalls. But I do think Earl Spence he would compromise on the purse split. I think he would compromise on the purse split. And Terrence Crawford, man, sad situation, man. But people, don't get your hopes up. The fight's not gonna happen. I mean, it's not. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't. I already did a video on what I think is gonna happen. Go look at that. But there's too much going on, man. Too much going on, and you're not hearing anything about it. These guys need promoters, man. They need an advisor. So whatever you want to call Al Haymon, Bud needs somebody. I don't think he learned a lot at Top Rank as far as promoting, from the promotion aspect and from the marketing aspect. I just think there was a disconnect between him and Aaron, and I think there was just a lot of tension created. And over time, as a result, there was communication breakdowns. So when there were opportunities to learn, I think they were missed. Wasn't done, advertently on Terrence Crawford's end. I just think because of the frustration with not getting the 2 fights a year and not getting the paydays he was hoping for, and having Bob Arum come out there and say negative things about him, and him sit back on the outside watching what's going on with his peers. And those guys' careers bubbling and making a lot of money. Now, Terrence Crawford made okay money, he did, but not like what everybody else was making. And he to a lot of people, he's the best boxer from 140 all the way up to 154, even though he hasn't fought there yet. People think he goes to 154 and he still cleans out that division. He already cleaned out 140, very close to getting that opportunity at 147. We may not see it though. And then go to 154, and you still got to give him a chance of cleaning that division out. But unfortunately, the timing is just all off. Stars are not going to line up for us to get that fight. But leave your comments below. Let me know your 2 cents. I don't see him going back to Top Rank. I don't know what this man is going to do. I don't think he has the momentum to self-promote, kind of like what Mayweather did, with De La Hoya, some of these bigger fighters. But I think he can look at like what Devin Haney is doing, Earl Spence. They have a lot of control over their career, but they're not doing this all independently. But they have a lot of control, and you still need a machine behind you. I don't care what you say. You need a machine behind you, man. And Terrence Crawford needs that push to get him to where he needs to be. But right now, man, stuck in mud, and it's sad. So we'll see what happens in the next coming months. But I'm telling you, don't expect to see that fight. But that's about all I have, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Appreciate the support. Like and subscribe. Terrence Crawford, sort it out. We want to see that fight. Spence and Crawford. I think a 60-40 split is more than fair. 60 in Spence's favor. With that, there should be no issues on a per split. Should be no issues at all. Just make the damn fight. All right, I'm in the breeze.